Get a card pulled for that. And that didn't take long. The Three of Swords. This card is hurt feelings, to put it very bluntly and easily. This card typically represents words or actions that have hurt. Whether this be you have hurt someone else or someone is hurting you. And a lot of people like to associate this card, since it is a 3, with it being kind of a third party situation, whether there's 3 parties involved in the actual situation or getting information through third party kind of situations that can disrupt relationships. So whether you're getting your feelings hurt or someone is getting their feelings hurt by you, this is apparently a big energy in the rest of the month for you, Libra. So let's get some other cards pulled so I have a better idea of how this is playing a role in your life. So let's get a card pulled for your physical space, or sorry, mental space. And we have Strength. So mental space is coming through as you keeping it together. You having a wherewithal to work with determination. And this is like in most decks, she's shown as like petting a beast or a lion or whatever you want. And it's like she just walked up to it and petted its head. Like that's how I kind of see her. Like she is the kind of strong that she knew the lion didn't know she was going to come pet it. She just could do it, and she believed that she could. It's that kind of doing, like a mom lifting a car off of her kid in a moment of adrenaline, and they didn't know they could do it, but they knew they could do it. It just happened, and they were capable and within that second for whatever reason. So mentally, this is you being in a space of protecting yourself, having your own strength, trusting your own character to keep it together, Libra. So let's see what's coming out for your physical space. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is typically referred to as the thief. So he is carrying off 5 swords, which he obviously does not own 5 swords. He's leaving a couple behind. He's kind of sneaking off. A fox is depicted here. You get the drift, what this card is trying to say. So in your physical space, this could be you taking or someone else taking from you. Regardless of how this situation is playing out, these are obviously linked together. Either you have been stealing away to spend time where you shouldn't be spending, to do things you shouldn't be doing, to take things, whether, and I'm not talking just material things, but if you're taking someone's time, energy, emotions, you're self-serving with this energy, you're hurting their feelings. If they're doing that to you, it's hurting your feelings, right? This person is not being honest. This person is taking something that does not belong to them and being sneaky. They're not being upfront, and they do not necessarily have good intentions, regardless. That's what the card is. So sometimes, depending on the reading and the situation, it's okay to be self-serving. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to do whatever you have to do to protect yourself and to live a good life or whatever. But to me, this is obviously just someone, and it could be as little as, getting in the habit of stopping for a beer with a friend after work and not being honest with your significant other about it. Not necessarily hiding something or doing something wrong, like cheating or something, but simply just not being upfront with how you're spending your time and being like, you know what? On Tuesdays, I want to go play a game of pool and have a beer with my friend because it makes me feel good about life. There's not ill intent with it. There's not, As long as there's upfront honesty with that kind of stuff, typically it can go much better than sneaking away and doing things. And even though it's not a big deal, it's not something that's truly detrimental to a relationship or selfish or whatever. But if you approach it like it is, that's when the problems start. Like, this card is always be upfront, be honest, be straightforward, don't be sneaking around, don't be taking things that don't belong to you. And even if that is taking someone's time, taking someone's energy, taking something that's not yours. So however this is playing in your life, Libra, take care of yourself and take care of other people. You know, wagging my finger at you. I know too many Libra. Like, me and Libra's got a thing. So I'm sorry that I yell at you. I'm probably not sorry, but I'm sorry that it is my nature to just want to yell at Libras and tell them to get their acts together. All right, let's get a card pulled for your emotional space. No, I don't want 47 cards. And not doing it. You'll be here all night. Libra. All right. King of Swords. So your third sword card. And your emotional space. Are you, like, really, are you the one that's hurting the feelings? Because kind of feel like it. So either it is, or it's a fire, or not, sorry, it's an air sign, another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So swords are air cards. You are an air sign, Libra. So is it you and another air sign? Or is it you, the one that's like, because the King of Swords, I love the card King of Swords. Like, this is a very blunt, straightforward, honest, analytical kind of energy. This is an energy that's decisive and knows what it wants and knows what's just and knows what's right. However, he's pretty devoid of emotional ties. He's, it's not, he can turn that off in order to be extremely decisive, right? So his perspective might be a very clear one, which is admirable, but they may not be very emotionally connected or mature all the time. So this is you, Libra. And so that's why I'm asking, are you the one taking things that ain't yours and hurting people's feelings? Because sometimes when you're encompassing, and if you're feeling this emotionally, you're not connecting emotionally, you're turning off your emotions so you can be this King of Swords and be very concise, and this is what I want, and this is how I feel, and this is da-da-da-da-da, and being self-serving, you probably are hurting the people around you, even if that's not your intent. Because I don't feel like the King of Swords is evil or has ill intent, but it can be construed that way, or mixed with other things can definitely, it can hurt people. So, all right, let's pull one for your spiritual space. And for our fourth sword card, Libra. Holy goodness. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords, which is, again, like, I've always called the Ace of Swords like my aha moment, or like that light bulb, like that spark of, like, just knowing things, or being able to make a quick, decisive action. Like, okay, this is like an emergency situation. Like, I know what to do and can get it done right that second. So spiritually, you're also feeling that way. It's this being very decisive this thought processes, it's very devoid of feeling. It's very devoid of connection. We're only worried about being in control. And I know enough of you Libras to understand when you're in this mode. I get it. I know that you need to be strong. But you being strong for yourself sometimes leaves the people in your life feeling like you're taking from them or hurting them or deceiving them in some way. You don't need to shelter them. They're probably much, much stronger than you give them credit for. So be upfront, be honest with them, stop the half-truth BS or the if they didn't ask, I'm not telling them kind of thing, because regardless if they know, like you've had a conversation about this is going on, they probably still know that you are living in some self-serving kind of ways. And if this is reversed, if this is another air sign in your life or just someone else with these kind of personality traits that have kind of, they're not worried about how you feel and that's bothering you. I feel like you still feel like you can stay strong and stay true to yourself through it. I just feel like it's most likely the other way around. So I'm sorry I'm calling you out on your crap, Libra. I love Libra so much. I do. However, I know how a lot of you roll. And just because you can analytically say it's right or just or fair does not emotionally connect like that with other people. And it can leave them feeling like this king shoved his sword right through their hearts, and they don't feel like you care about their feelings, and they don't fault you. They don't fault you for being decisive or being blunt or whatever, but it still hurts them because they just know that their feelings are a priority to you, if that makes sense. Sorry to go a little bit down that rabbit hole, and I'm sorry that this was probably pretty lecture-y, but stuff happens. I just say what's on my mind and record it, and you all listen to it, and so sorry. All right, Libra. Be good. Love yourself. And love the people around you. Be mindful that just because you can turn that off, not everybody can. And you might be leaving a wake of hurt feelings in your path, and that kind of sucks. And someday it catches up with you, and then you feel really bad about it and whatnot.